Okay, so yeah, today I will start teach you how to do the grading. Yeah, this is for Lectra. We still use moderates. And first, you go to the skirt grading, page 156. And today, you're going to study how to put the grading value and to make the complete grading for all the pattern pieces. And also make variant or group for classifying the materials for each of the pattern piece. Okay, so let's start from skirt block. This is the skirt block. So what you saw here, what you see in the screen is actually the variant that you're going to learn today. But right now I'm just going to delete it. Okay, so this is the pattern block, as you already know. I'm going to show the title block as always. And make sure to check the access path. Okay, so here is the pattern block. Make sure to also complete the pattern block with everything, with the axis. Yeah, for example, like this one and this one. Oh, sorry, grain line. This one and this one. This one and this one. Okay, so here I have the back skirt, front skirt. Here is also the front skirt. Oh, wait a moment. I think I opened reference skirt block. This skirt. Oh, wait a moment. Under this not. Okay, so I will just use this one. Basically, if you want to make the grading, make sure you make the complete pattern first. So if it's like this, and this is still incomplete, I'm just going to do the back is okay. The front is not okay. This one, I have opened the pattern here. So I'm just going to delete this. Okay, and then this is front skirt. This is also front skirt. I think I'm going to delete this as well. Oh, or this is supposed to be front skirt lining. So I'm just going to edit the name here. This is skirt block front lining, one piece. And this is also skirt block front one piece. This is skirt block back two pieces. And I'm just going to copy this back. This one, skirt block back lining two pieces. And here also, is going to delete all the name. Here, skirt block back lining two pieces. This one is skirt block back two pieces. Okay, this one I have to put the special axis on here and here. Your skirt block from lining one piece. This is skirt block from one piece. Okay, so I have the complete pattern. So maybe you're wondering why I put my pattern horizontally. This is to make it easier for you to put the grading value. So according to the book, the position of the grading, they put it in horizontal view instead of the vertical view. So make sure to change this into horizontal by using F2. You can change using this orientation. Here, orientation. And then you can change the position, for example, 90 degree. Here, you can change it until you got the position that you wanted. So this is the position that you wanted. Make it horizontal. So in here, I will just make it use orientation to change the orientation of the pattern piece. So make sure it's on the pattern piece, the orientations or the direction, pattern direction of the pattern piece, orientation in F2. Okay, the orientation is this one, not the one at the top. The top is for the notch. Okay, you go to the second orientation and then you can click on the 90 degree or minus 90 degree. It's up to you. So this is what I want to have, the positions, the horizontal positions. And then you can check the grading for the skirt. So you put the grading value on the pattern piece, not on the pattern block. Okay, remember, put the grading value on pattern piece, not on the pattern block. Okay, in this case, we have the A grading and B grading. Okay, A for the dart and B for the waist. And actually for the skirt, there's supposed to be one more grading value, which is for the length. So you can add the length grading. You can add on your own. Okay, maybe you can add the grading for the length. And why there is no length grading on your book? It's because the length grading on the skirt is not fixed grading. It's a not fixed grading means you can add the value according to your own desire. So for example, in this one, I will just follow for the size 6, start from the size 6. Okay, you can just put C on the book. We'll just C here. And I will just put the value 0.5, 0.5, and then 0. And then 1, 1, and 1.5, 1.5. Okay, so that's supposed to be like this, but this is not fixed grading value. You can change it according to your design. So size 6, 0.5, 8, 0.5, 10, 0, and then 12, 1, 14, 1, 16, 1.5, 18, 1.5. Okay, so this is from start from the size 6. And then this is for size 8. This is for size 10. So I will just make it like this. Size 6, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's the same. All right, and then let's go back to this. So for the grading, you can make the grading value from whatever points that you want. Let's say you want to do from point A, which is the dart, or you can start from point B, which is the waist. They are all okay. So you can start from whichever point that you want. You can also start from the length. So in grading, you need to go to F6. Okay, grading, you go to F6. In F6, okay, in F6, there are options, control, and so many others. But we just need to use control. Okay, control in F6. And then let's say I'm going to start with the waist. So as you can see the waist, you need to check the top value, which is the 0.6. So as you can see from the book, maybe the book mentioned minus value. So minus or positive value matters. I'm going to make something here. Axis. Okay, so this is axis. This is x-axis and y-axis. Okay, this is y-axis. And this is x-axis. So the x-axis and y-axis, they have two directions, okay? Upwards and downwards for y-axis and right and left for x-axis. So for the right axis, it's supposed to be x positive. And then for the left axis, here is x negative. And then for y also the same. So if it's going upwards, it's supposed to be y positive. And if it's going downwards, it's y negative. Okay, so in this case, let's say there is a shape. I'm going to draw a shape. Okay, so if it's something like this, so you need to see the direction. Let's say if the direction of the grading, oh, sorry. If the directions of the grading is going up, example, like this, going up. If the direction of the grading is going up, for example, like the page 156, the direction is going upwards. That makes the grading towards y positive, and the value is supposed to be all positive. So what we need to check is the direction. All right, so it's not the same like in your book. In your book, you can see different values. Some values are positive, some values are negative in the book. You can see in the book, page 156. However, in Lectra Moderis, you don't need to differentiate the value. You need to check the direction. If the direction of the grading from the smallest size to the biggest size going to the right direction to here, that makes all the value in your grading are positive. And if the directions of your grading going downwards for all the sizes, starting from the smallest to the largest, that makes all your grading values are negative. And the same goes to this direction, to the left direction. If the grading values goes to the left from the smallest to the largest, that makes the grading has all negative. So it's supposed to follow the axis values. Okay, you need to check the directions of the grading from the smallest to the biggest. Okay, just check the grading value. So I will just go back to this. I'm going to start with the waist or the B grading. It is mentioned minus 0.6. However, you need to check the below picture from size 6 to size 18. Again, the direction is going upwards. So I'm just later on going to put the value 0.6 instead of minus 0.6. Okay, I will just put the value 0.6. Now I hope you will remember the reason why I will use the 0.6 instead of minus 0.6. So I'm going to start with F6 and then I'm pressing Control. I'm going to start from the waist point. So grading, you need to check the point. You put the grading value on the point. So this is the point. I'm clicking on the point. Oh, sorry. I have some grading value here. I'm just going to delete. Okay. Wait a moment. I'm just going to remove all the grading value. Wait a moment. Okay, please wait a moment. Okay, it's okay, so it's empty. Now I'm going to check again, Control, and then click on the point where I want to put the grading value. And once I click the point, there will be a pop-up. And in this pop-up, you can see there are dx, dy, dl, ddx, ddy, ddl. But what you need to pay attention are these two ddx and ddy columns, only these two. Okay, ddx where you put the x-axis value and ddy is where you put the y-axis value. So for now, since I want to add the y-axis value, I want to add the waist. I want to make the grading going up. And then I will fill the ddy here with the values from the book. So ddy is the waist grading. We start from 0.6 and then 0.6 and then there is 0. But in this one, you don't have to put the 0 because 0 is this pattern. 0 is this pattern. So we want to make size 12 from size 10 pattern. So here I will put 1. And then another one for size 14, also 1. Okay, remember the reason why I put all positive values are because I'm going to follow the directions of the grading going upwards. And if you're going upwards, you need to follow the y positive. Okay, 0.6, 0.6, 1, 1, and then enter. Don't forget to enter at the end of the row. Okay, and then once you enter, you might see these points from smallest size until the biggest size. But maybe when you click close, you see nothing. Okay, when you click close, you see nothing. It's because you need to open this with your keyboard. Okay, you need to use your keyboard to open the grading view. You need to press F9 plus F12. So you put this, you press these two buttons together, F9 and F12. So now you can see the grading. I will just put in the notes, press. Okay, here. Wait a moment. Here. Press F9 plus F12 to show the grading. And then if you want to hide the grading value, you can just press F10. All right, let's go back to the screen. Now you can press F10 and everything's back to normal. So it's a normal view. If you want to see the grading, you press F9 and F12. And then, oh, sorry, I forgot to delete this grading value. Okay, so I have one grading value here on the waist, and I also can copy this grading value to the other points on the hip and on the hem if they have the same values. So I can just report. There are two report options, report X or report Y. So you can choose the report according to the axis that you want to copy. From here, I want to copy the Y value, so I'm going to choose the report Y. Okay, report Y value. And then when you click report Y, first, you need to click the point that has the values. I will click on this point. I will copy the value from this point, click, and then I will bring the value to the other point, this one, click. It's easy. You can transfer the value from one point to another. Yeah, it's very, very easy. And then you can do the same thing. First, you need to copy the value and then copy to the other value, the other point that has no value before. And then this is for the report Y. Okay. Now, if you want to add more value, let's say you want to add the length value, you go back to control, click on the point where you want to add the value for the length gradings. For example, this one. So you fill on the DDX. I already mentioned the value. You can start from 0.5, 0.5, and then 1, and then 1, and then enter. And then you can see now we have the X grading. And then if you want to copy the X grading, you can copy using report X. Yeah, this is the X axis. So click on the point and then you bring it to the other point where you want to copy the X axis grading. And this is almost finished. You need to copy, you need to make the grading value for the dart also. Yeah, you can find the grading value for the dart on the same page. And then sometimes I will just detach some things. I will make this point detach, for example. Sometimes when you have detached point, and then when you want to put the grading, I will just follow the grading. Here, I will just put the grading value here on DDY, 0.15, 0.15, 0.25, 0.25. Okay. And then I will copy from here to here, from here to here. Okay, maybe you can see this. This is detach. This is an issue that is common. It's a common mistake. It's supposed to form the V at the end of the dart, but this is not because the end point here is detached. So what you should do if you have this kind of issue, you need to go to F3. first you need to attach the point. Make sure this point is attached. I will just click 2 times. Okay, click, click. Okay, now it's attached. And then once it attached means this is a new point. So after you got your new attached point, you can just copy report Y again. You can just copy from this available points on the top, and then you copy the value here. Click. Now it's attached. Okay, so detach is a common mistake. What you need to do is you just need to go to F3 to attach the point. Okay, so this is how you make the grading. And then you can also copy the grading value to another worksheet, which is very convenient. So you can copy, for example, this one. I can just report Y from this point to this point. Okay? But why there is no value? Because we haven't shown that yet. You can press F9 and F12 to show it. Sorry. I haven't deleted. I need to delete it. If you want to delete a grading value, you can just change the value to 0. Okay. And wait a moment, I will just. Okay, this one. So I will just show it again. I can report Y from this point and bring it to this point. Okay, so it's easy to transfer the value from one from one sheet to another worksheets. You can also copy the X value here. Very easy. So grading is very easy in Lectra. Yeah, you can also report Y from this to this, and then you copy. Yeah, you do the same for the front. However, there is tips. Maybe you see why my previous pattern was half the front, because it's easier to give grading value only to the half of the pattern and not to the whole pattern. Sometimes you can make mistakes if you put the grading value if you already open the pattern like this, especially on the dark parts. So this is like the picture here. So both pattern has values, both positive and negative. So if the pattern looks like this, if the side at the top will follow the Y positive and the side at the bottom will follow the Y negative. So this makes it difficult for you to put the grading value, makes it a little bit more complex, and it has higher risk of mistakes. So usually I will just finish the grading when it's still half pattern. Or if you already got this pattern, you can just cut it again. You can just cut it in F5. I will just cut this into 2 pieces. I will cut 2 points or cut straight. I will cut this pattern from this point to this point, cut. And then I got this pattern. Oh, sorry, I forgot to bring the dart. I need to select the dart first. Okay, and then I can cut 2 points. All right. So here, okay, so in this one, you have to be very careful because the grading value for the side is following the Y negative. So the value is supposed to be all negative. So what happens if we don't follow the value? Okay, I will just keep using, for example, the same value, 0.6, 0.611. What happened? So here I will show it to you. It looks normal, but you see that the direction is reversed. You need to check the size. 6 is the smallest size, and the smallest size is supposed to be inside, not outside. So here is a mistake. Okay, what's correct is size 14. It's not inside. Size 14 in the yellow color is supposed to be outside. So what you need to do is you need to revise the value to minus. Oops, sorry. Minus 0.6, minus 0.6, and then minus 1, and then enter. Now it's reversed. Okay, so the smallest size is inside and the largest size is outside. So this is correct. Okay, I think you need to finish up your 3 basic blocks for the grading. Okay, finish grading. This is assignment, finish grading for basic blocks. Shirt, bodies, and sleeve. And another assignment is you can try to finish the grading for your pre-mid, and mid exam. Okay, pre-mid and mid exam. So both files put the grading value according from the book. Okay, so until here, okay, I will just stop the recording and then you can check it and you can watch it over time.